All right, all my basketball players, I'm sure if you've played for any sort of time, you know what an ankle sprain feels like, so let's shore those up today. All right, the first exercise that we're gonna go through today for ankle sprains is called a heel float kettlebell pass. So we're gonna put the back foot up on the wall. You're gonna elevate that front heel just a little bit off the ground. Doesn't have to be the fullest extent you have. And then you're gonna pass the kettlebell side to side and try to maintain your balance. The second one that we're gonna go through is an elevated heel raise variation. So a couple different variations to this. You can do this on 2 legs. If that's super easy, then the next level is up on 2, down on 1. And then the hardest variation of this, but the one that's gonna give you the best bang for your buck, we're trying to go up on 1, down slow on 1. Then we're gonna jump into single leg pogos. We're just bouncing in place, almost like you're skipping rope, trying to keep that tempo relatively high for about 30 to 45 seconds here. You can add forward and back and side to side components to continue to progress the stability piece. So if you've had an ankle sprain, you know frequently we end up rolling to the outside. Oftentimes what the issue there is that we don't have great stability or control of the lateral movement in our ankle. So the first piece, the exercise with our back foot elevated and the front heel elevated, we're trying to create a little bit more control and stability with a little bit of an external load. We followed that up with some single leg pogo hops where we're trying to improve the elasticity or the bounce, the springiness that we have in our ankles, which will allow us to get a little bit more control as we're going through some of those types of movements in our sport. The last piece that we're gonna get into is that single leg heel raise. And obviously what we're trying to do there is improve the strength of the ankle, but also trying to develop stiffness. And so when we come down from a jump and we land awkwardly or we land on somebody else's foot, if we don't have good stiffness in that ankle, we won't have as much control that will prevent or reduce the injuries that come from that type of movement. So we're trying to put ourselves in a position to really be able to handle those high loads and high intensity movements.